Hello. Sorry if I look rough in my last video. I am a bit ill at the moment, but yeah. As you can see, today I'm doing the care video for my cockroaches, and this is a good time to do it because, to my amazement, I went in and checked because every month I check that they're all alive to make sure, because they do bury themselves. They're just all out because I dug them all out. I'll grab one in a sec. But it's just took like 20 minutes to find. I've got a cockroach, basically. I'll explain more in the story, but it always seems to be the last one I find. So it must be good at hiding. But yeah, one of my females has actually gave birth to loads of little nymphs. They're about a centimetre. They're in there somewhere. I just saw quite a few as I was digging through the substrate looking for. Oh, there's one there. If you can see. Yeah, you can see that. That's one of the nymphs. These are actually what tarantula addict have, and pretty much his video actually persuaded me to buy them because I think they're absolutely lovely. The male, I've got two males. The dominant male is quite skittish. Oh, that's a pregnant one. I don't want to stress her out too much by handling her. I have 5 females and 2 males, and as you can see, they're not too bad. Some of them do have, one of them, this is Aya, I might as well show her. It is a female, I think, but its wings are a bit messed up, but that's no problem really. These cockroaches can actually, they can, glide, because they do actually have wings. I'll see if one wants to do it. Come on. They're a bit skittish compared to hisses, but I'll see if he wants to fly. Oh. Do you want to fly? Or are you just going to hang off me? As you can see, they're very good climbers. As it's showing perfectly by hanging upside down on me, and they're absolutely harmless. One thing I would advise for this species, this species, there's no. Oh, it kind of showed how it flows, but it was more of a elegant fall. But yeah. I just got them out in this tank because I like to check that they're all alright. I'll just pop them back now. I spill a bit of water, but it'll be right. Yeah, I'll just pop them all back. But there is some babies in there, so I'll be getting babies, which I'm quite happy about. But yeah, they're a bit skittish, but not too bad. Now on to how I keep them. This is probably the only species I'd actually advise using bark, as they can dig burrow, they can just hide in it. They don't really want burrows because they'll usually just all pile on each other anyway. Because they're a bit daft, they're a bit lost. But yeah, one thing I would advise this tank with these is to keep, if you're keeping 2, a male and a female, keep them in this. Same as tarantula addicts. It's just a medium vivarium, and that's perfect for 2. But if you're going to keep, I actually have 7, and if you're going to keep them like this, and you've got 2 males, you need to do this, or you'll end up with a dead male. They do have a packing order, like, it's so awkward trying to catch these. I'll just pop them back, see if this works. This is the only time you'll ever see them out, really, because they are a burrowing species. I don't think there's one on the bottom, so should be okay. This should be okay. I've just popped them back. But yeah, this is the only thing this species really needs, is some bark on an angle, for one reason. The dominant male will stay at the top. It's actually the wrong way around, but dominant male stays at the top, and any other males will stay at the bottom. The females you rarely see out, but you'll see them every so often. But mainly you'll see a male out every night, and that's probably your dominant male, and they'll just sit at the top. And lesser males will sit at the bottom, like that cockroach is doing. Probably is a female, because they're all mixed up. But they'll sometimes scrap. By that I mean they'll just fight, but they won't. It's very rare that they'll kill each other. It's more just a packing order. It's just one will attack the other, and the lesser male will flee, basically. And it's just showing its dominance to keep the packing order right. But yeah, I usually just sit at the top like that. They're a very easy species to keep, but there's pretty much no information out there. There's a few now, it's a bit weird, but yeah, as you can see, it does burrow, and they do like this as a burrowing substrate, but they'll just pile on each other sometimes. But yeah, that's I'm rambling on a bit, but what I'm trying to say is there's not much out there about this species. So from the 3 months I've learnt a lot. I did keep them with what's it called, bug gel, but I've moved to water because the nymphs will rarely drown because they don't really go near the water. They use the orange as water, but the adults will sometimes use that. I've noticed none of the adults eat dog food, dog like biscuits, but the nymphs will. So yeah, I feed them oranges. Obviously, it's pretty much our trench that keeps it, but it's a bigger tank because I've got more. It's a 30 by 30 by 30 Exoterra, and that's just perfect for 7 up to, I'd say just around 7 or 8. If you're getting bigger, you'll need a bigger tub. But as the nymphs, by the way, keep the nymphs in with them because the nymphs prefer to be kept with the adults until they're a bit bigger. Then you can move them into something like that. But yeah, these are really slow growers. It takes them 9 months from born to get to this size, and then they live a 1.5 years, I think the females do, after that. So you get in 2.5-ish years, something like that, to 3 years sometimes. So it's a very long-lived roach species, and very nice little species. They do look similar to the death's head, but I want to do a video about death's heads, because it's becoming a bit of a pain, similar to what happens with tarantulas, but I'll go into that. But yeah, this is how I keep them. I'll probably miss something. Oh yeah, keep them at 25, and I use that with a heat mat, because make sure you have a thermostat because you don't want them burning themselves. But if you just stay on 25, they will not burn the stones, so there's no point like messing about it. They are kept out, which is my only species I actually keep out in the open, because you don't really see them and it looks like an empty tank most of the time. But when they are out, they're a very interesting species. They are quite loud, not as in the met noises, but as in, you hear a lot of shuffling. But they're quite a calm species. I actually did not know that. They can climb glass. No, they can't. Oh, I understand what it's done. It's climbed up on the thing. I thought it could climb glass, and I'm like, you can't climb glass. Silly roach. But yeah, as you can see, that one's buried itself pretty much. But that's all they do. They do pile on each other, but that's pretty much all it is. I better check that for babies. I did take that out, but I better check it for babies because there probably is some hiding in it. But yeah, that's my pepper. They're called pepper roaches or giant leaf roaches. There are a few names, but pepper roaches are the main one. But there's not much information out there. I probably will have forgot something, so just ask, because I do ramble on. But yeah, they're my, whatever you want to call them, peppered roaches, giant leaf roaches. They're exactly the same as what tarantula did keep, so yeah. I have rambled on, sorry, but yeah, a bit distracted today. But yeah, they're my peppered roaches. I would advise them as a roach pet. I wouldn't say intermediate or out like that, because all roaches are pretty much the same, unless you're keeping giant, I forget what they're called, but they're weird. But anyway, yeah. I'll talk about that in my death's head discussion video. But yeah, they're my roaches. Yeah, that just showed the example. That's one of the males trying to breed with, trying to get the female's attention, and the lesser male tried to get in the action. That is actually my dominant male, because I know him because he has his bottom of his wings clipped a tiny bit. And I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. They're very interesting roaches. And they don't look like roaches, so they're very nice. Well, people who don't like roaches might prefer them more because they don't look like them. Sorry I've rambled, but yeah, it's in a bit.